This video shows how to import a terrain, buildings, and natures into an STL file through Blender. So to start this one, you need to install this GIS plugin. To how to install GIS plugin, there is a nice YouTube video available. Just search for Blender GIS plugin. You will get this video explaining about how to get this plugin, how to install it, and how to use it. So I'm going to literally doing same thing, but adding some more option.
So go to GIS, comes here and select base map. Base map allow you to select the area which you wanted to import. Go here, press Ctrl G and say HL airport, and let me go with the 20. Yeah, now we can see this is HL airport. It will take some time to render it. So for example, I want to take a part of it, this much of area, into an STL. Press Ctrl E, it will take the snap of it. Now go to GIS and say get OSM. So get OSM will allow you to import your building, your natural area, means the lakes and other areas. Press shift to select multiple things. Elevation object, let import the elevation objects from the Google satellite information and import as a separate object so that you can export as a building and in nature separately. Click OK. Now after this you will have a two thing. One is this image of this area. Second one, you are going to import building and the lake or water body, if it is there, those will come into picture. But also we need to add a terrain. So that's going to be the next step. Now you can see the buildings, everything got imported. So depends on the location where you're choosing, these buildings and other thing will have more clarity. So this is how we are now importing the buildings and this part of the lakes or the forest area. So that terrain also got imported. Some part of this city you may get even tree model also, but in this location it's not available. Now next one is I have only now the building. So buildings are here. So you can see I can turn on only the building. I can also turn on only the nature area. Uh, Next one is the terrain import. So in order to do the terrain import, what you need to do is first you need to go here, especially open this website. It's called SRTM Open Topography. Go and sign in. So I'm just signing in with my email ID. So what you need to do is log in and then go to my Open Topo. There is something called API key. Copy this API key, go back to Blender and go to the preference. Here you will see there is a place you need to download or copy paste this API key. And this API key will use for two kind of terrain. So you can get a 30-meter resolution terrain or 90-meter resolution terrain. It will take the same API key. Once this is done, close it, go back again and say I want to get SRTM terrain data. Click over here and select whether you need a 30 meter or 90 meter. So I'm going to get 30 meter resolution. Click OK. Okay, this may throw an error. What you need to do is you need to select the bounding box and then do that operation. Now it's going to fetch the terrain from open topographies. SRTM website. Yes, now you can see the terrain also imported into the Blender tool. One important thing here to notice is, see over here, the terrain is imported with an elevation. So for example, terrain is here because Bangalore is little elevated area compared to the mean sea level. So terrain came here, and the buildings are in the ground. So what we need to do is we just have to adjust the terrain to the ground floor. So select the terrain and press G. Now we can move the object down, right? So this is somewhere in the close to 890 meter. So I have an option. I will select here 0, here 0, and 890. Click enter. Now the terrain is perfectly aligned with respect to my buildings. Like if I first let me export building. So select the build only the building. So all the building will get selected. Go file, export STL, and I'm going to keep here and say create a new folder. Say HL. Go inside. This is my building. Export STL. And you can notice one thing, wherever you import, the center of that scene is your global coordinate system. So your global coordinate system is this x0, y0, z0. That's a good thing. So the center will be always this point. Now I exported my whole building. Now I want to export my nature area. Go here and save nature. So this is another STL file. I'll export only the terrain one more time. Terrain export. Just import HFSS design. This is to verify whether are we getting separate STL or not. This can be used for finding coverage around that. For example, and there is an antenna which radiating, and if you want to see which all area is getting radiated, so different application, you can import this terrain and do the analysis. So I'll go here, changing to SBR plus solution type, and change the unit to meter because it's going to be a large model. So changing to meter, and I'm going to import that terrain. So go to import, go to the this PC or home, go to downloads, and here is HL. So let's import first building, and make sure you're selecting import slight weighted faceted body. So that will import the bodies into HFSS without much time. Now you can see the terrain got imported. Now go to modeler, import all the building. Now buildings are there. Now go to import and try to import the nature also. Okay. Nature is having some issue with the dimension, but it's okay. At least we got our buildings and terrains together. So if you want, you can give some different color and building with a different color. Go back here to change this mesh view. This is how your terrains comes into the simulation. It's ready for the simulation for rest of the other application.